Yo people, how are we? Man is sunburst. That sun is shining, bro. Come on, how are we? Hope we're well. Saturday today, mate. We have got my client photo shoot. As of right now, mate, we are about to jump in. My client's been on a photo shoot prep for a good couple of weeks, man. 20 plus weeks. We done a big bout of fat loss, got in sick shape, went on holiday, got fat as fuck, came back, continued off the leanest slash lowest weigh in this morning come shoot day. So I'm buzzing, man. So gonna put a few photos on the screen. This is the result. Big man's looking crisp, and it's Saturday, mate. What a fucking better day. So I had to jump to the shop, and I've got the man a Biscoff brownie to let him get his chomps around after he's done his shoot. So yeah, I'm going to take you through a little bit behind the scenes. Going to get hundreds of content on the phone. If you don't follow the Instagram, follow that shit. But today's actually video, whoa, fuck. We're going to take you through a little bit of a day in the life. I am actually deloading right now. I'm taking 5 days off the gym, which I'll touch on in the video. But today's video is going to be all about how to fucking build your physique, mate. How to get a lean, jacked, bodybuilding style looking physique in the simplest way possible. I'm going to break that down through the damn video. But right now, let's go in and let's get Marc's photo shoot done. There we have it, troops, the largest gym in fucking Scotland. Get your ass down there, levels. Fucking chest, bro. Nice, Marc.
Hold up.
You know what's bad as well, mate? Your look's only going to get better when we put... Marc's photo shoot was a fucking belter, man. So that's us just finished up. He's just away getting his bag and that. And I'm going to give him this fucking... Wait till I show you. Bruv. Look at that. Biscoff fucking brownie. The guy's not had any shit food in the longest time. So the guy, I'm sure, is buzzing out his fucking titties for it, man. So I'm going to give him that, get a wee taste test reaction. And then, aye, the day's young. It's only 10:45. That shoot took 45 minutes. Hundreds of good shots. Now it's up the road. I've got my private edge coming for the new whip. So I'm going to get my private edge put on. And I'm going to sit you down, mate, and talk a little bit about building your fucking best physique, mate. Easiest way to do it. The process, the blueprint. I've got you, man. Fucking wild. Right, you going for it? Oh, come on, Dad. Unreal, mate. Unreal. Yes, people, what is good? Let's get that fucking window open. Come on. Got a parcels, Black Friday. Come on. Come on. What have we got? What have we fucking got? We have got a jumper and a pair of joggies. We've got Buxton and illicit block. Very cool shit, mate. Gonna do a wee unboxing. I fucked it, man. I just put my private edge on the new car for some reason. I needed new plates, so I got the new plates, and I also just got my private registration retention certificate, which shows me that it's back to being to me. And I took that as I can put them on, and I've not got my V5 yet, so I put the new plates on. It looks good, mate. Look at the back reg. Look, oh, bruv. Need to take it back off. So the guy that gave me the reg gave me the sticky stuff to put the reg on, and I placed it all on, put it on. Now obviously I need to take it off, but I've got nothing to put the new plates on with, so I'm waiting for him to get back to me before I can fucking drive my car. Brutal. Anyway, back to the title of the video. First step, mate, right? If you want to have a physique that looks kind of lean and jacked year round, and you want to make the best progress you can for building your muscle and changing your physique, alright? The first thing I'm going to say to you, okay, is get lean, man. Do one diet, right? If you're a bit skinny or fat, you've got a bit of muscle, you've got a lot of muscle, right? Honestly, mate, if you can just get lean and just do a diet and just go for it, man, right? Like, there's 52 weeks in a year. This is the analogy I always use, right? And it kind of puts things into perspective a little bit. But there's 52 weeks in a year, alright? You're telling me you can't, for like between 10, maybe less, between 8 and 12 weeks, just diet, track everything to a T, right? But will to increase your output through increased daily steps, increased cardio over the week, and actually fucking do it. Actually stick to it, mate. Don't do it once or twice for 2 weeks, or then don't just have 4 days of a 7-day week where you nail it. The other days are lazier. Oh, why is things not progressing? Because you're a lazy cunt, mate, right? If you can just have the ability to eat a bit less food, go through a bit of hunger, mate. What? For 8 to 12 weeks, you're going to have to feel a little bit hungry? Alright, mate, cool, sweet. Fucking grow up, man, right? Even if you're on 1,800, 2,000, 2,200 calories at the end of a diet, you're still eating 4 meals a day. Be grateful, you fucking bastard, alright? Go for a diet, man. Get your body lean. Because what's going to happen from that? Like, how many guys have you seen, girls as well or whatever, guys have you seen, right, that at the end of their bulk, right, they're ready to start dieting, you look at them, you think, fucking hell, the guy's leaner than me at the end of his bulk. And that you've watched this person, maybe myself, maybe one of your fucking favourite influencers or whatever, and just throughout the year, they just always look pretty in good shape. There's a reason to that, man, because they remain in a lean state year round. Now there's lean and there's lean enough, right? If you can get yourself to like lean, it means that when you bulk for month 1, 2, 3, 4, I would always say between 4 and 6 months at a time for a growth phase. But if you start that growth phase really lean, like clear visible abs, man, it means that you're going to look better throughout the bulk. Because you don't want to just look good in a diet, right? I like looking good year round. Now granted, at the end of a bulk, I may look a little bit softer. It's okay. But that soft will probably still be leaner to the average person off the street, right? Or even to some bodybuilders and physique people as well. So mate, get fucking lean, man, right? Go through a diet, pull off as much body fat as you can. Just go through it, man. Suck it up and just go for it. If this is generally the most important thing in my eyes, that comes down to setting yourself up to looking like somebody who trains, looking like you go to the gym 4 or 5 days a week, looking jacked year round, right? Get yourself really lean, because once you're in that lean position, you've got a low level of body fat, you're going to look lean during your bulk, right? And then it means when it's time to diet again and do like a mini cut or like a wee body fat reset, the duration of diets that you then need after that are so much quicker because you've maintained a lean physique. But not only that, man, like when you just stay leaner, when you are in a leaner state, and when I say leaner state, I'm not talking like fucking 6%, right, obviously, then your body's in a lot more of an insulin sensitive state, right? All that means is when you hold a leaner physique year round, when you've got a lot less body fat on the body, your body's in a position whereby it can uptake and transport nutrients a lot more efficiently. Now, when you get to a point, imagine you start bulking and you've already got a decent bit of fat, and by month 1 or 2, you've got more fat. Your body's going to become a little bit more insulin resistant with all that extra body fat, which means all those calories that you're eating, like your body's not going to utilise or absorb a lot of them and transport those nutrients around towards building new muscle. It's all actually going to favour that ratio of putting on more fat than it is muscle when you're at a higher body fat. So that's why like dirty bulking and perma bulking and bulking to your fucking 30% body fat doesn't make sense, because you get to a certain body fat level where when you start overreaching that, your body's just not going to be in an anabolic state after that, unless you're maybe using anabolics, right? So that's one of the biggest reasons, right? Your body's going to have a much better firing and reactive metabolism. You'll look better year round. Your body's going to be more sensitive to just building tissue and looking better. So bruv, diet. Fucking diet once in your life, mate, and get really fucking lean. Simple as that. Let's get it. Unboxing. Are you ready for it, boys? Let's get it. So, what have we got first? I think this is from Buxton. So I've seen this on the sale. Is it? Yeah. So it's a pair of joggies, man. But like, cool ones, nice ones, man. One's for doing it. So I got these. So it's got the pinstripe. It's kind of like that. I don't know if I can describe the material, but it's like not. How do I describe that? I don't know. You can see they're almost like dressy trousers, but they're like joggy kind of ones. I'm not gonna lie, I'm in my boxers. I also don't know if these are gonna be too small. I did get a large, but I usually get XL in bottoms. Do you know what? They're actually alright. They're actually alright, buddy. Let me show you them. You ready? Bosh. Bosh. So there we have them. These are fucking sick, man. Definitely happy I got a large, to be fair. Usually I'm really bad for getting too big a size. But bosh, there we go. Kind of straight leg at the bottom. Boom. Fair enough at the waist. Cool, man. These are sick. So, Cole Buxton, kind of joggy. Fuck, was that smart? Kind of joggy things with a straight leg. Very nice, man. Because sometimes I've got like loads of joggies, like just obviously fucking like cotton joggies. But these are like a smart pair of joggies. So they're jogging material with that kind of nice silk finish. But obviously they're Cole Buxton, so they're a little bit cool, you know. Parcel number one. This is going to be the jumper. In fact, do you know what? Let's get the bald head out. Come on. Come on. Abs of steel, bro. Abs of steel. Mind I said I'm deloading. 5 days off the gym because my body is absolutely fucked. And when your body's ill and you're not feeling great, your body's also not going to be as sensitive to food, partition nutrients, and just growing. So sometimes you just need to rest. I'm not gonna lie, this might be too big, but we'll find out. So this is the jumper, illicit block. It's a cropped one, so it sits a little bit higher. So let's try that on as well, mate. Hopefully it's a nice fit. I'll let you know. Set the camera up. Come on, son. Come on, son. Do you want to go here? Bosh. Right. Bit different, man. I actually didn't even mean to buy this. Well, obviously I fucking meant to buy it. Oh, perfect, man. That's a fucking belter, mate. Unreal, man. This wasn't really on sale by that much. I was hovered over it. There we go, troops. Come on. This is a nice fit hoodie. See the cropped when you've got like an oversized tee. Really fucking nice, man. Really nice jumper. Very happy with that. Come on, come on. But that way I went on like the shop payment options and I just said pay with Shopify or the shop thing, and I thought that would take me to the next tab, and it just said you'd paid for it, and I was like, oh fuck, okay, sweet. So it came. Anyway, this is a fit. Very nice, very nice. Let's get it, let's get it. Come on. I'm stuck in the house, mate. I've got nothing to do now. I'm seeing my friend later for a bite to eat and get some steppies in. We're going to go to the cinema to see the new Predator film, but the cinema times are ridiculous. There was one at 12 in the afternoon or 9 in the morning. That was the only ones. Now it's 3 in the afternoon. There's none for the night on a Saturday. A bit fried. But anyway, need to clean up my room. It's a fucking mess, mate. So I'm going to clean this up, get another coffee and chill. So I may just pick up on the phone and we'll continue this video on building the most jacked, best looking physique you fucking can. Get lean first, but bruv, right? I can't emphasise that enough. Get fucking lean. Really lean, and that is the cheat code to looking good for the rest of your fucking life. Guaranteed you manage the growth phases well and don't become a fat piece of shit. And a good morning to you all this fine Sunday. Continuing the video from where we left off. Have you just seen the wee edit, the wee morning clip there? We've got a new kitchen, mate. Kitchen's all done up. If you're an OG, if you've been a subscriber, viewer, if you're a viewer and not a subscriber, just subscribe, mate. Just do it, man. Just do it. You'll notice the kitchen is all revamped, all new. We've got the island in the middle. We've got a wee TV in the wall. Bro, that makes me fucking buzzing, man. TV on the wall, the island, everything there. That kitchen is a paradise, mate. I'm not moving out. I'm not fucking moving out. You want me to leave? I'm not fucking leaving. I'm fucking leaving. No, I will be. But right now, I'm enjoying this. But anyway, new kitchen all done. Feeling happy with that. Which begs me on to my next point here, right? Obviously, you're trying to have the most responsive, you know, make the most progressions you can with your physique, right? Where does it all start? The kitchen. Mate, I'm going to keep this brief, man. I don't need to sit here and tell you, oh, eat cleaner food. You fucking know that, mate, right? You know to eat a little bit cleaner food, but let me tell you why, right? If you follow the first point, the first thing I spoke about, which is getting your body a little bit leaner, right, and getting lean, and all the benefits that that's going to have with your physique progression, right? It's all good getting to that point, but if you cannot manage your fucking nutrition from that lean spot, then you're going to dig yourself into a unresponsive state, right? Even if you're lean, because you are what you fucking eat, mate. Mentally, physically, just everything, like the look that you hold, the quality of tissue you can gain, and the nutrient absorption you can have, all comes down to that food quality, mate, right? So honestly, man, an example is I done a photo shoot back in April. And I got pretty lean, man. I wasn't like I've not really been shredded since my bodybuilding prep. I've gotten very lean, but I've not really got shredded. I've not really had that ability to take it to that point. I think my next diet I do, I'll have it there, because I'm very much rejuvenated with my whole bodybuilding journey this last 3-4 months, which I'm buzzing for. But anyway, so when I did my photo shoot in April last year, I got pretty lean. I'll maybe put a wee photo on the screen somewhere. I looked really good. I was happy with the look, and then it was time in reverse. I think my food got down to like 2100 calories, and this will make sense at the end. And then I don't know, my food focus was still a little bit high, even though I got lean and I had all these goals of like being on plan and reversing out my diet properly. You know, on that day I ate a fuck ton of food, right? Pure celebrating a photo shoot. I was obviously, you're going to do that, but like, it wasn't that deep. It wasn't like this big massive photo shoot prep. It was just a mini cut with a wee photo shoot at the end. But anyway, I ate a lot of food that day, right? And then I was kind of snacking wee bits and bobs over my calories. I had quite a few meals out, like a Nando's, and I was eating out with the boys. I had Newcastle with my mates. I was eating shit over there, fucking like Greg's, fucking 3 times a day, mate, just for convenience. And then it was Easter, and I tanked a couple of Easter eggs. And mate, see, before I knew it, my food had not been like put up by my coach from the day of the photo shoot. It hadn't been put up once, right? So I'd gained like fucking 7-8 pounds. Most of it probably been fat within 3 weeks, 7-8 pounds in 3 weeks. Food only sitting at 2.7 thousand calories, right? What was that showing? From that shit quality food going in and being more off plan and not just being regimented with good food quality, sticking to it. Yep, see if it's a Saturday night, mate, and I want to go out and grab some sushi and a pack of cookies, I'll do it. But I've had 95% of the whole week being on my shit, hitting my cows, good quality food, yogurt bowls, sweet potato, rices, mince, beef, the same fucking thing, all that good shit, fruit, veggies. So it meant that I would now just put my body into a bit of a less insulin sensitive state, right? And I kind of ruined my metabolic function, my metabolic adaptation out the window from my leaner point. Now, you take me from my photo shoot that I'd just done in October, or the very start of October. I went, oh, because today's date's it's the 30th of November today, which means it's the 1st of December tomorrow, bro. What the fuck? So I done that photo shoot just at the end of September. It was just a mini cut, right? I just wanted to do a mini cut because I wanted to get my standards back. As I said, my bodybuilding feeling has really came back since that little diet, since that photo shoot I just done there. But it was more so I just wanted to get lean. I kind of ruined myself at the end of that wee small growth phase I done, and I just wanted to get myself back, get myself nice and lean again, rebuild but do it properly. And that's what I've been doing now. And this is why I'm talking about what I'm talking about, because I've done it wrong many times and suboptimally, and it's affected how I've looked throughout the year. It's affected my insulin sensitivity. It's affected my mindset, my ability to grow more muscle, looking good year round. So I done the photo shoot at the end of September and I looked like this, right? Which I was happy with, okay? Fast forward, I went on holiday the day after, right? And I came back from my holiday in the exact same fucking shape. I went on holiday and I still ate fucking... I enjoyed my holiday, mate, but we had like a all-inclusive when I went. So every morning I would still have like eggs, bacon, toast, some potatoes, right? Lunch, it was like fish and rice with some onion rings or whatever, right? A wee bit of that, but it was like a big portion of good fish and rice with mad fajita sauce over it. Had the same for dinner, frozen yogurt over the day, a wee ice cream. Like I was being regimented and keeping things good. I came back from holiday and gained a pound, right? And then fast forward, my lowest calories were 1900 calories, right, before I went away, right? I'm already sitting at 3.6 thousand right now, right? That is within 6 weeks, right? Whereas when I done the photo shoot prep back in April, right, I was stuck on 2.6 thousand calories, 2.7 thousand a month and a half in, because I just didn't keep my food standards in check. So because I'd overate a couple of days and overate and then had snacked on this, my rate of gain was moving up, so my calories didn't need to get moved up. But when I then hit my calories, my body just wasn't, my metabolic rate just was shit, right? So if you want to get a primed metabolism and you want your metabolic rate to just adapt week to week to week, get really lean fucking first, right? And then fucking uphold the standards that you've had in that diet, right? Start pushing your food up, right? Stick to the diet. Don't then go out and have all these off plans. Don't eat out hundreds of times a week, mate, and eat over your calories with shite quality foods. Keep your food quality good. Build that up, mate, and I can guarantee you within a couple of weeks you'll be on way more food. Like I've had boys and some of my clients. I'm going to use my client Lily, for example. So Lily, my client, who just done her first ever bodybuilding show at the start of this month. I spoke about her in my last video, right? She got down to a low of like 1,100 calories, 1.2 thousand calories. We are now 3 weeks post show, right? So I'm going to put a photo up. This was Lily, right? A day or two before show day at 1,100. Nah, sorry, that was her carb up. I'm going to put a photo of her when she was on like 1,200 calories, right? Now we're 3 weeks post prep. We're 1 kilo up and we're on 2.2 thousand calories, mate, right? So I've added on 1,000 daily calories. We're just as lean, we're just as tight, because we've got that metabolism firing, because we've kept things fucking good. She still had an off plan every week, some sushi, maybe a wee croissant and a pastry on a Sunday, but out with that, she sticks to her fucking good quality food and has foods that she fucking enjoys. So if you want to be in a state of progressing year round, mate, those two things I've just spoke about, the getting lean first, and then, you know, make sure your food's on the fucking money, and what that will do for you. You know, if you just eat too much shite, mate, you're just going to blunt that insulin sensitivity, then your body can't uptake and transport nutrients, and it just becomes this big unresponsive fucking ball, mate. So that's what I recommend you do, pal. Alright, this has been a long clip, but as what it is. Coffee in hand, today's plan of action, gonna get my pal, gonna do a little bit of shopping. Why is my brain went fucked? I put my private reg on my car. I don't know how they say this the other day, and it looked good. And I just had to take it back off yesterday because my V5 hasn't actually came through to actually allow me to swap the reg. So I had to take it all off, stick it back. Fucking idiot, mate. What are you? Say the word. Say the big word. You're a big Mongo. I can't say. You can't say it, mate. I'm a Mongo, right? Come on. Cup of coffee, gonna get some breakfast, gonna chill out. As I said, I'm deloading right now. Today is Sunday. First day off the gym was Thursday. So I've taken Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and today is gonna be off. I'm gonna check in with my coach tomorrow. Just give me a wee look, give him a wee update how I feel, and then potentially put a higher food day in tomorrow. So when I go back to training on Tuesday, I'm not going in off of the back of a couple of lower days. Because I'm not really training and stuff just now, or doing cardio for these couple of days off, I'm just kind of auto-regulating my food a little bit. So all I've been doing is kind of pulled off a little bit of carbs here and there, just to make sure that I'm keeping my body sensitive, like I've just said. So anyway, that's a crack. Back in the gym hopefully Tuesday. And I get some more training content. I might actually buy a new mic, the DJ Osmo, the wee clip-in one. I might actually buy that for some voiceover things, or just in the gym training when I'm doing videos, as opposed to this big fucking mic on. Anyway, I don't know what the next clip's going to be, but it'll be something. Not sure what. I do have this written down, what I want to talk about in this video. Another point or two, and then we're done, and you'll be on your way to building your best fucking physique, bro. Welcome to Kitchen Del Holden. I don't think you've actually seen the new kitchen, all updated, but we've now got the island in the middle. We've got the big bit of space. We've got the TV on the wall. Let's get it. Making our way up in life, ain't we? Thanks, Mum. Thanks, Dad. Oh, thanks, Dad. So, almost there, mate. Almost there. Gonna wrap up the video after this wee bit, alright? But obviously, as I said, you know, your goal is to get as jacked as you can and build the most muscle, but just obviously look the best that you can during doing that. So I've been that guy who's tried to bulk, and then when I've done that, I've then just got quite fat and soft and not enjoyed the look. And then I diet, and then I look good again, and then I bulk and I look shit again. So this is just about keeping you lean year round. So obviously the first point was obviously get yourself in a leaner position first. And the next one was obviously your nutrition and just how you can give yourself the ability to upregulate metabolic rate out of your lean state, just from how on the ball you keep your food. Now obviously with training set up and the training we've got with regards to like getting you as jacked as you can be. Now a couple of things I stand by, right? First one is the training program isn't that important, okay? The training program is just a way of distributing your weekly volume, okay? So if somebody wants to hit their chest twice a week and they want to do, you know, 7 sets on one day and 7 sets on another day, 14 sets a week, you know, they'll find a training split that allows them to do 7 sets on a Monday, 7 sets on a Thursday, whether that's an upper session, a legs, a rest, a push, a pull, like, do you know what I mean? Like the split's not the most important thing, right? But obviously you're going to put one together based on what you want to bring up. So if you want bigger legs, you'll probably do a leg day once, maybe 1.5 times a week, like a half leg day, like legs and back. Or you'll do 2 leg days a week, and that will dictate what other sessions you do. If you want bigger arms, your arm frequency will increase. Pushing arms, legs, pulling arms, rest, uppering arms, legs and arms. Like, do you know what I mean? You're split based on that. But the biggest thing that it comes down to with building the physique that you want with regards to your training setup, first of all, is the variation of movements that you do on a week-to-week basis. So if you're doing chest twice a week, so for example, I trained push yesterday, and I also have, which was Tuesday, and then I trained push again on a Saturday. Both those push days, there's a different variation of equipment, okay? There's a different fly variation. One day is a pec deck, one day is a cable fly, a bench between the cables, okay? On one push day, I start with a flat machine press, and then I go into an incline Smith. On the other day, I start with a flat Smith, then I do an incline machine, and then I do a shoulder press. So we want a bit of a variation with regards to movement patterns across the week, but we want to be hitting those same patterns week after week after fucking week, mate, right? That is where muscle is built, by doing the same movements week after week, session to session, for 12, 15, 20 weeks at a time, and you go in every week with the goal of trying to progress something. So if I'm on my flat Smith machine press on Saturday, and last week I get 50 kilo for 6, I'm going to try and get 50 kilo for 7, for 8, for 9, for 10, for 11. Now we'll go up to 55 and I only get 6, and I work that up to 7, to 8, to 9, to 10, and then it's 60 kilo. That might take 6 months, a year, 2 years, like, but that is your goal, driving progressions, okay? If you can drive as much progressions as possible with the variation of movement patterns across the week, whether it's the variation across your leg work, your back work, your arm work, in terms of where that variation comes from, as long as we can pick movements that challenge the muscle in a couple of different ranges. So if you can pick for legs, for example, we want to work the quads in the stretched position, the lengthened range. We want to challenge the quads in the mid-range, and in the contracted slash short range. So a lengthened slash stretch position challenges would be a hack squat, any sort of squat movement, a split squat, a pendulum squat, a fucking barbell squat. Like, a squat movement allows you to stretch and lengthen the quads. So we're working the quads in that lengthened position. Typically that's where they're in their most loaded state, all right, or their most stimulated state. because the deeper the stretch, the more fibres we're going to recruit. Then we look at a movement in the mid-range, some sort of leg press, right? Because the leg press, your torso's up a lot more, your body is in the way when you lift your knee up, so you're working the legs in that mid-range. So a leg press, a single leg press, potentially a split squat depending on how it's set up, potentially a walking lunge. And then the only thing we can do with regards to getting the quads short would be a leg extension, because that's the only movement you can fully contract the quads. If I was going to get you using that for like back, you know, any sort of stretch movement would be like above the head, single arm lat pull down, and above the head double arm pull down, a single arm cable row, a dual arm row, a chest supported row, a T-bar row. We've got variations of movements, right? Upper back, lat. So having a variety of movement patterns in which you do week after week and get super fucking strong on. The one thing that I don't really deep, right? And I think this maybe comes down to more training experience. The longer you've been training, the more muscle you've got. Honestly, the rep range is the least important thing. This is just my opinion, mate. Do I have rep ranges in place for my training or for my clients' training? Yep, but they're just ranges, mate. It's not like if you go below that, fuck, I'm not gonna build muscle. If you've got a set of 8 to 12 and you do 13, fuck. Bro, just however many sets that you've got in each session or for each movement, just go in and fucking smash those sets to failure. If your first set is a set of 5 reps with a lat pull down and you get a set of 5 reps with whatever weight and it was a good 5, cool. Over the weeks, get that to a 6 repper, a 7 repper, an 8 repper. Once it gets to 8, you might put another 2.5 kilo on. Then you might do a heavy set again, get 5 again, 6 again. You might just for the bants, do a 12, 15 repper. And then as long as you're progressing the sets and you've taken a note of what the weight was, what weight you lifted, how many reps you got, the rep range isn't that significant. So just train those sets to failure, variety of movement patterns, get really fucking good at them, and you're fucking sweet, okay? Begs me on my last point, you need to commit to a phase. See everything I've just said there, staying lean year round, good food quality, reversing out, the training, that needs to be a constant, but so does you actually sticking to a gaining phase and a diet. The way I would personally structure it, now this is how I do it for myself, right? In terms of building like a good fucking physique, I want you to be able to, from that lean position, go into a growth phase for between between 5 and 6 months, right? So about 20 weeks, minimal, so between 16 and 20 weeks is how long I want you to actually commit to growing, right? So if you're in a lean position, and I've now said 16 to 20 weeks of growing and building muscle, that's 16 to 20 weeks of hard training, progressing lifts, building up food when weight's maybe not going up for a couple of weeks. You don't always need to push your scale weight up every day, mate, or every week. You can hold the same weight for a week or two and then push your food up. That's what I recommend doing, and it just keeps a more marinated, tighter physique. So the weight you do gain, you solidify it before you push up more weight. Push up and grow for 16 to 20 weeks. After that 16 to 20 week growth phase, I want an 8 to 10 week big pullback. You strip the body fat off, you peel things back, you get yourself really fucking lean again in that 8 to 10 weeks, and you repeat. You're gonna rinse and repeat that until you see the progression you want, mate. By you rinsing and repeating that, the 16 to 20 week growth phase, and then that 8 to 10 week pullback, having that pullback in between is what's gonna keep your physique lean, keep your body sensitive, keep you looking jacked, and keep you looking like athletic and like a bodybuilder year round, because you're doing those wee diets. You might be that fucking lean, you can grow for 24, 30 weeks. It depends on the rate of progression you've got and the rate of weight you've got and how well you hold it. But between 16 and 20 is a bare minimum. If you want to go more, you go more. Rinse and repeat that and you're fucking sweet, man. Hope that helped. That is how I would go on my way to being jacked as fuck. Alright? Hope you enjoyed this video. A bit of a different one, a bit more talking, a bit more value. Going to get at least a video of this per week and then a vlog per week. That's the goal. Buxton Beanie for the win. Let's get it. Hope you have a banging day. Whenever you're watching this, day, morning, night, have a good one. See you guys in the next video, which I think I'm going to start videoing today or tomorrow. I don't know. It'll be soon. Take it easy. Bye bye.